Hey, what's up, y'all? What's poppin'? It's D. Watch this video about Arthur TV. This is airline passengers losing their minds. I did part 1 of this. Now this is part 2. I really enjoyed the video. It was really interesting to see, these people go crazy. A lot of them are, British or whatever, so that's interesting. But they was going crazy. They were really upset, with the airline people's, the airline customer service representatives because, they were late and they missed their flight. So that was really interesting to see them go ham. So let's see what happens on this episode. Let's watch.
We are going to be on that flight. I warn you, we are going to be on the flight because we were told by your own people that we were okay. So
your own people.
You take responsibility and you get us on the flight. Unfortunately. There is no unfortunate. You are unfortunate.
Every day at Luton, over 100 passengers miss their flights.
No chance? No, it's got on time slot, right?
Some take it well.
Sorry, that's a no. Don't get you off.
And some don't.
No, really, you can't get on that flight.
Here's the one that I just saw. Girl.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Airline UK was a TV programme that was on in the UK from about 1998 to 2007, and it was basically just a camera crew following EasyJet around to see what goes on at airports on a daily basis. After 11 years of filming, there were literally hundreds of episodes of people freaking out after being told they wouldn't be allowed to board their flights. So I've put a few of the best clips together, and yeah, let's get into it.
Back in the terminal, it's showdown time. Alan Derbyshire, the airport duty manager, has been called in to deal with Mr. Ntaki, who's refusing to accept he can't have an immediate refund.
This is what I do not like.
Well, I'm sorry.
You take the money immediately, but you can't give it back.
You arrived for the 7:30 flight too late. That's the bottom line. If you had arrived before 7 o'clock at the check-in desk, you would have now been on the 7:30 flight.
I hate to say it, the fat Mark Corrigan's absolutely on the money, isn't it?
No. When I book a flight, I expect to go on that time. I don't care whether you postpone it to earlier, later. I expect to get on that flight.
Right.
And if I don't, because if you look at my application, because I know I don't stay home, right? I gave my mobile number because I know I have my mobile number with me 24 hours.
The bottom line is, that is it. You have turned up too late for your flight.
And I say,
There's nothing more we can do for you.
I want my money.
You're going to have to write to customer service.
Why should I write to customer service? I didn't have to write to you to pay for it.
If you'd have been here on time, so you'd have...
I didn't have to write to you to pay for it.
If you'd have been here on time...
I didn't have to write to you to pay. Now you're pissing me off. I didn't have to write to you to pay for it, did I?
Finished. Right.
Did I have to write to you?
That's it.
Did I have to write to you to pay for it?
Can you escort me off the airport, please? Thank you.
Huh? Did I have to write to you to pay for it? Did I have to write to you to pay for it?
Airport, sir.
Did I write to you to pay for it?
Pushed to the limits, Alan loses his patience.
To get my own money.
Because you were too late for the flight. That's why.
How you gonna get a refund and you late?
Your fault.
Yeah, but I don't want to do
Facts,
that.
Fine. So you've got to write to get your money back.
So give me my money.
I can't.
Why should I write for my own money?
Would you please leave the airport?
It's not your money. It's not your money.
Would you
Is it your
please
money?
leave the airport?
Why do you have to write? Why do I have to write?
Call the police, can you?
Why do I have to write?
Just call the police, please.
Oh, okay.
At Liverpool Airport, a woman who's flown in from Paris on her way to Malaga for a holiday has been pulled over by security.
In the...
How do you
say? With the case.
And this is the reason why.
This is the problem that...
It's a big ass cat.
He's very frightened, poor old cat, Koshka, and EasyJet doesn't like cats. Passengers too. I prefer to love.
Even though EasyJet doesn't allow any pets on any flight, Delphine Ramel thought nothing of smuggling Koshka on board as hand luggage.
In Paris, nobody told me anything for the cat, and I used to take my cat everywhere. And
can you even breathe?
Cat on
why are you trying to sneak him in there?
Horrible beast.
Surely the cat hates her. The cat's just been on an hour and a half flight in a suitcase. The poor cat.
Oh, okay, got hold.
I've had to call somebody. I've had to call somebody about your cat. Right? And the cat now has to go into quarantine.
No. The cat.
Girl, you better go. Run.
Non mais ça va pas. Non mais vous êtes malade.
So at an international airport with a cat that's in the country illegally, she decides that the best thing to do is make a run for it. Obviously.
The fucking baguette-eating dickhead frog. That's a bit racist.
Delphine has finally decided to turn herself in, but she's not about to come quietly.
Look at this! I'm a big terrorist with my cat! Look at it! Not 3 person! Just for me, 3 person for a cat! That's ridiculous!
Terrorism has got nothing to do
That's
with
grotesque!
You cannot bring a cat
Yes,
to this
yes,
country.
yes! I don't care what you say! That's too much today!
Some places do have that rule, which makes sense because they don't want you bringing no animals with diseases to their country.
Do you have any documents?
Stop it!
Do you have any documents?
Do you understand?
Not while you shouting.
Yes, I should because I'm fed up!
You shouldn't have brought the cat.
Fed up! Fed up!
Yeah, you shouldn't have bought that girl. Trying to sneak
Now
him
I
in.
want to come back to France! And I will never come back here in Liverpool!
We'll go back to France, girl.
Where's the taxes, please?
In Liverpool, not everyone is impressed with the new terminal.
Don't get mad if I don't scream.
Donna Nolan has missed the last Amsterdam flight of the evening.
I've got no way of getting. I'm gonna have to live here all night until. What do I do about the flight? I've got no money to pay for an exchange of flight or anything until we get back to work in Amsterdam.
Okay, the only thing we'll do is free transfer you to tomorrow morning.
What do I do tonight?
Stay in the airport overnight.
Well, if you're going to be stuck there all night, probably best to not make a scene and embarrass yourself in front of the people you're going to be around for the next 12 hours.
It's been the worst day of my life.
Oh God, never mind, here we go.
So you need to throw the passport.
What the hell? Are you 5?
While a lot of them do react hysterically, some of them react in a calmer, more abusive manner, like this nonce in the orange jacket, for example.
She's not even 17. Look at her. She doesn't even know how to do her stuff. You're negative. There's nothing positive about you. You're absolutely negative. You're telling me. I mean, it's not worth a while. Throw the money in your face and I'll go up for the flight. You know what I mean?
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
When's the next flight? Up to Inverness today. Probably about 5 o'clock. We don't have another one. Yeah, and I've missed the last one here.
Yeah, we only have one.
Yeah, well, you're a right slapper. Thank you a lot.
Okay,
What
so
does
the
that
reason
mean?
this guy didn't get let on was because he gave incorrect information when signing up for his flight. So first of all, it's his
Whose
fault,
fault is
but the
that?
lady at the desk handles it so well. When he calls her a slapper, she just turns around and says, thank you.
Slapper.
Yeah, well,
Is that a
you're
hooker?
right slapper. Thank you a lot.
Back at Luton, browbeaten Mel encounters a regular problem.
An entitled middle-class family who haven't heard the word no in over 30 years.
I've got my passport and my driving licence. My wife hasn't got her passport, and neither does my son.
We do have to have one form of ID, like I say. We haven't got one of those.
So you won't, we can't fly?
No, it's not unless you have one of those.
I like it.
The only thing I can do for you now is transfer you onto the next flight.
I'll just go down and forget about it. There must be something you could do.
No, there's not.
There's absolutely not. It's totally different. But why? What are you worried that
If I get on a train, to Scotland, I don't actually have to have a passport to get. Yeah, of course it's a bloody train, but it's going to the same place.
Right. Just low voice there.
I am getting just a slightly.
Yes, tell him lower his goddamn tone.
I can't do anything about it, ma'am. We have no discretion.
I've got loads of identification. I've got loads of cards with me. I've got everything, but I haven't got a photograph.
The problem appears to be that we haven't got our photo ID to try and travel to Scotland, which, as far as I can remember, was in the British Isles. What can we do? We're utterly hamstrung by these thick-headed people wearing orange suits who say, oh, can't do this, can't do that. I mean, it's my son and my wife. It's not as though I'm importing some sort of strange 8-armed monster.
They don't know that.
How stupid is that?
Overall, there are 125 episodes, and loads of them are available to watch free on YouTube. So I'll add the links to the playlist in the description. As it was on through the early 2000s as well, there's more than just freak out episodes. There's one where Liverpool football team go through the airport and you see people like Michael Owen heading off to a Champions League game. And slightly more sobering, there's even an episode from 2001 when they were filming on the actual day of 9/11. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Please.
I can't.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Why? I'm just begging you. I'm begging you.
There's
please.
no need begging. There's no need begging
beg.
because I'm not going to change my mind yet.
Please.
You're not listening.
Please, just try. Oh, please.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy this last clip, and hopefully I'll see you on my next video soon.
Talk about EasyJet. How the is it easy for supposed to only have a credit card? Huh? How the is it called EasyJet then?
Allowed to book tickets even on the day.
So where does it
with
say,
cash
where does it say
or a
this?
credit
Where in
card.
the airport does it say this?
And then my boss said no because it's a new system now, so we can't bend the rules. I've asked if I can do it.
Full of big man, shut up from box in your mouth.
Oh!
Manager.
Manager comes.
Yeah.
Make
You
your
talk about
point.
EasyJet.
Excuse
Change
me.
the company
Excuse
name.
me. If you
Don't
want to make a
shut
point.
up, man. Move from yourself.
All right, you won't be
Wait till
flying.
I
Forget
I won't be
Forget
flying. I wasn't flying in the first place.
Correct.
I didn't want to fly in the first place. Why you call EasyJet? This ain't easy. That was hilarious. That was the best clip, that last one. Again, these people on some bullshit when it's your fault. It's your fault. You didn't bring photo ID. What airport you think you going to where you gonna get on a flight and you ain't got no photo ID? That don't make no sense. What the hell? Everybody else, you late. That's your fault. The dude was late to his flight, talking about he needed a refund. He needed an immediate refund, even though you was late. Good luck on getting a refund. I don't think they're gonna give that to you. I one chick that had to stay overnight, she was doing the most too. And I actually had to stay overnight before as well, but it wasn't my fault. I actually had a connecting flight, and my first flight, it was delayed for like an hour and a half, so I ended up missing my connecting flight. And it was the last flight of the night. So they was like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, the next flight isn't until tomorrow. And I was like, well, I don't want to sleep at this airport. Like, you know, what can y'all do? I'm speaking real calm to the people or whatever. And then at first they was like, there's nothing they could do. But then I called this number that they gave me, and they ended up getting me a hotel nearby. So they got me a hotel, voucher for a hotel nearby. So they shuttled me to the hotel, and then first thing in the morning, they shuttled me back, and I got on my flight. But I was real calm and collective. That's what you got to do to get results. You can't be going ham on people and thinking they're going to do anything for you. Most of the time, they can't do shit because it's your fault you late. But in the scenarios where they can do something, if you going ham on them and being rude, they're not going to help you at all. So you fucking yourself. That's just stupid. But by the way, this was part 1. I reacted to part 2 last time, so that's why it's kind of out of order, but whatever. But this still was an interesting video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!